SNFR, what's going on, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Once again, shout out to my man, the czar of video footage, AOH, for having me on here. Special guest, surprise, surprise, wake up. That's right. Shout out to my man, AOH, man. You know I'm doing good, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. I don't know what's going on with our faces here. We're shrunk. Anyway, that was not the actual opener. I've got another one that's special for today. Once I get you up here on the screen, motherfucking.
They don't need me on as long as you can hear me. Right? Let's go.
Do you want to shout some people out as it's warming up before I play the actual intro for the day?
Yeah. Once again, man, I see everybody coming in to join my man AOH. Like I said, man, I appreciate him allowing me to join him on this Sunday show. Once again, May K. Waldron, shout out to Anthony Sanchez, Prozac, Binary Bard, Speem, shout out to Speem in the building, Bigo Manser, The Real Siberius, shout out to my man, The Real Siberius, always coming through. Once again, I appreciate you guys. My man Rhino coming through. I see you out there. Joshua Mars, 2121. Coming through as always. I appreciate you guys, man, coming through with us. Lynetta coming through as always up in there. Always coming through. Mountain Skies joining us. Juan Sanchez El Gringo. Kimura coming through. Miss R24 coming through. Callie Young, TG. I appreciate you guys, man. Dallas is up in the building. Mr. Shanny joining us as always. Lamar Lashley once again. And MJ Burke, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Fighter Pod, I see you.
Fantastic. Love having you here. Love having you read everybody off with the energy. I apologize to everyone for being late. I barely made it up the hill after a workout this morning. I'm out of shape. I give myself too much credit.
Yo, that's funny. I was out there this morning with my family, man. Once again, I posted some videos earlier today. I was out there exercising at the local high school. So, man, I tell you, when I exercise in the morning, man, I feel good. It gets me energized to come chill with y'all.
Amen. Start your day right. Antarctica. We got somebody checking in from Antarctica. My goodness.
Is that for real? Is that real? Antarctica? We don't got all the way down to Antarctica?
I don't know, man. Fighter Pilot 562. We need some verification.
Send us shout out to Antarctica, man. Talking about holding it down. Damn.
All right. We got enough people here. Let's get today's actual intro playing.
Cheaters justice.
Now you're gonna have to learn with the
Robin, I think you walked off the screen when I was showing the casino scene, but does everybody remember when LeBron James got his hand hammered badly enough to make the faces that he made?
I remember that scene.
The faces this guy makes, you think that he's being stabbed on the basketball court. It's so embarrassing.
Exactly. The over-exaggerations, and that's why he, in fact, did win an Academy Award for Best Leading Actor in an NBA game.
Sunday, bloody fun day, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day.
Yes, sir. Once again,
gave me an excuse to throw in a little old school U2.
Yeah, once again, shout out to U2. Been around for a minute.
Yeah. I have a very long list to get through today. So just a warning to everybody, we're going to force ourselves along. We're not going to go down as many rabbit holes, or at least that's the idea. That's the idea. And we'll have a couple of, we'll have some people on with us later. I think Siberius and Speem are ready to add their 2 cents too. Boy, Rich Paul is a jewel of sound bites to make fun of. So shout out to Rich Paul for his stupidity and for continuing to provide us with his stupidity in between LeBron James's own stupid sound bites. Thank you so much. And real shout out to Uncommon Sense. I'm going to be using pieces from some of his shows, and I'm not playing all of it. It's not to cut him out, but you should go and listen to Uncommon Sense and the original videos on his channel. We're gonna add our own yelling at the screen when we hear some of the nonsense coming out. Let me add another video that I have going today. Let's shout out some more people, because I really appreciate how many people show up early.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I saw someone in the chat say ask about if me and you are watching the World Cup at all. And once again, shout out to anybody out there watching the World Cup. I actually, in fact, have been watching some of the World Cup. Now, you guys know that I'm not like a huge football fan, / soccer, whatever we call it in America here. But the United States has actually been pretty relevant in the World Cup through the qualifying round, the round of pool play. They've been relevant. So I actually been watching some of this stuff. I was watching Messi the other day. I watched some of the Norway game because my son is into that dude Holland. So yeah, I actually have been watching some of the World Cup, man. So once again, shout out to all the World Cup fans out there.
We talked about the World Cup on my last live. It's on at every bar I go to, so I'm seeing it whether I want to or not. And I shared this. I don't know if you heard it, but I shared the story that I was like, "Are you guys kidding me with this diving and flopping?" And everyone in the bar said, "Well, they penalized him for it." And I was like, "You kidding me? People get penalized for flopping in soccer, but the NBA won't do it." Anyway, I don't want to be redundant because I already talked about that last week. But yes, I have seen some. Mr. Shanny with the $20 super. My goodness, thank you so much. I'd like to take this opportunity to do the scrubnificent thing and pat myself on the back for telling Dreamers Pro that Klutz Sports and ESPN were just blowing smoke and the Lakers haven't talked to him. Oh yeah, I mean, if you didn't see that coming. You know what? That's what I'm going to open up with today, Robin. I actually said before we get to the fun stuff, I want to bring people back down to earth. I think we're all very, very, and thank you once again for the super, Mr. Shanny, and I'm going to use it as an opportunity for my solemn intro before we have the fun. Everybody is really, really, really happy that there's been no communication between LeBron and the Lakers, and there's been no contract offered. Here's the problem. They said that's how it was going to go down. LeBron said, not that you should believe anything that he said, but he said, "Oh, I'm gonna go recalibrate by hanging out with his buddies and being on podcasts and ignoring his family."
Right.
But he said he'd wait and check back in. And guess what? Rob Pelinka said, "Oh, we're going to respect LeBron and we're going to give him his time." So if you take any of that seriously, you shouldn't be expecting there to be a bunch of back and forth, right? I mean, I'm just saying, look, I think we all want it to be true, or at least Lakers fans want it to be true. The rest of us might be like a little bit scared that our own franchises are dumb enough to sign him. But if you're a Lakers fan, you're hoping desperately that these are all signs. But another piece of my opening rant, depending on how they want to present it, ESPN will say that LeBron James is calculating, a calculative person, which is another word for manipulative. And then if they want to turn it around, then they'll realize, oh, it's manipulative, or it's either negative or positive, depending how they want the sheep that are listening to the show to take it. So if we look at LeBron James's career, he has indeed been manipulative and calculating. And if we go all the way back to Miami, he knew he was going to Miami way before anything went down. He knew he was going back to Cleveland, didn't tell anyone. He knew he was going to LA, didn't tell anyone. I'm sorry, everyone. There is a good chance that Mr. Manipulation and self-promotion knew what he was going to do a long time ago, and he's just waiting to announce it. And everyone who's so excited that he doesn't have a contract, I understand the feeling, and I want to celebrate with you. But I think if we were to be students of history, we should be cautious. Go ahead. Reaction to that?
Listen. You know what I think about when I hear this stuff, AOH, and this is what we've been talking about this stuff, and we're talking about, what do you always say, how predictable these guys are. And what I immediately think about is what I've been saying, right? And what we've been saying is the longer LeBron James continues to play in the NBA, the further away he gets from these other great players. And why is that? Not only is the on-the-court stuff still a joke, the travels, the carries, the illegal screens, the standing around. I mean, you put the video footage out, AOH, but what is it really? It's the other things. It's what you're alluding to right now. It's the way that he continues to lead teams on, to act like a 10-year-old. Yo, this dude is 41 years old. He's in the league 23 seasons, and you're still acting this way? This is what I'm always telling you guys. This man hasn't grown one bit. He hasn't developed once. You're still handcuffing teams wherever you go. You're still making it about yourself. It's about the individual. What did LeBron James say in the press conference when they lost to OKC? He started talking about the injuries that they had, right? He's talking about things of that nature, right? They were out with Luka Doncic. Austin Reeves was banged up. So he made the excuses. So everyone was saying the Lakers were contenders coming into the playoffs until the injuries happened. Remember when they had that winning streak? Everybody was riding high. So the Lakers were contenders, right? All of a sudden, LeBron James was the guy that was riding the ship. And then the injuries come. LeBron James makes excuses. So why would you not then come back to the Lakers? And once again, you're not sacrificing the money. Always having to have the max money. LeBron James, always about himself. Playing for the fame and the money. That's it.
Playing for the fame and the money.
He could have ended this weeks ago, AOH. He could have been ended this whole thing. He got all this time to do all this tweeting, all this time, like you said, to do all these extra. The man just did a celebration of the 2016 Cavaliers. You had time to put something out and be like, yo, I'm coming back to the Lakers. If y'all want me, I'll take whatever money y'all want me to take. I'll restructure my deal however you want me to do it. I want to come back for the Lakers. If you guys don't want me there, then let me know. He could have been said this. You playing games, because like you said, he really think he's that pretty girl at the prom, that everyone's going to ask you to the dance. So you go around school thinking everyone's going to come ask you. But all of a sudden you realize you ain't that hot and ain't no one coming to ask you. And guess what? It's almost time for the prom.
I'm not sure LeBron will ever understand that he's not that hot because of the amount of yes men in his ear. I mean, okay, let's look at the double communication coming from Rich Paul. Like most of the time, it's if you don't do what we say, we're walking. And now that things are looking a little bit desperate, it's you should be happy. How dare you? You should be happy to have you have no right to not be offering LeBron James a contract. I just heard this on the most recent soundbite with him and Max Kellerman, and big F you to Max Kellerman forever and ever and ever. Even if he were to come out and say that this was some sort of a social experiment and he was fucking around the whole time, fuck off. It's just disgusting. Okay, I said we weren't going to go down holes, but I have to ask, where do you rank the most disgusting people in the LeBron James podcast kingdom right now? Steve Nash, will still include JJ Redick. And I mean, really, JJ Redick's just moved.
No, right now, man, Max Kellerman. Right now.
Well, right now, but has what Max Kellerman said in the short period of time?
Yo, remember he said they should trade Luka Doncic. He said they should think about trading Luka.
Okay, so you think Max Kellerman has gone over anything that Steve Nash has
that would be like them saying to trade Scottie Pippen. And they should trade Pippen, trade Jordan, trade everybody. You trading Luka Doncic? Are you kidding me, Max Kellerman? He just said that the 2013 version of LeBron James is the closest thing we had to Michael Jordan in value of a player. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Max Kellerman, by far, to me, has taken the torch, and he has just sprinted with it over the last 6 months or so. He has said some of the most outrageous stuff on that podcast with your boy Rich Paul that you mentioned. So we can go to
don't ever. No, I can't tolerate that. I know you're kidding, but don't ever call Rich Paul my boy. I can't tolerate it. Don't do.
It's a tag team between Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, man. They're like the ebony and ivory of dirt. Nonsense.
Ebony and ivory of dirt.
Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney were the real ebony and ivory. Me and you, we more ebony and ivory, baby. Them dudes, hell no.
Oh my God.
No way.
Hey, I hate to be a beggar, everybody, but let's get the chats are getting long, and even if it's 99 cents, let's get some supers so that I can find them more easily. Plus, YouTube keeps trying to shut me down. I'm not too proud to beg anymore, and neither is Rich Paul. Apparently, Rich Paul is begging. Rich Paul's begging.
No, word. He's begging for someone to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and call me, girl. Somebody call me. No, ain't no one taking you to the dance. No, I told you, the fact that this man he should be playing for the league veteran minimum. The league veteran minimum. I don't know what it is. That's what LeBron James should be playing for. And he should be thankful to get it. Whatever LeBron James is getting in the NBA over the last several seasons, he should have been thankful to get this stuff. But instead, LeBron James has continued to act like he's bigger than the game when we all know, in fact, you've done nothing but take away from the game.
Another super. And this is, again, from Mr. Shanny. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am, or whatever. I honestly think that Oswald Bates... Oh man, has paid Max Kellerman to present some of his ideas so that he doesn't receive the backlash. Well, I don't think you're out on much of a limb there. That's pretty much seems exactly what the show is.
That's true. You're right about that, Mr. Sandy.
They're not even having interesting conversations, man.
Say what?
They're not even having interesting conversations. No. It's revisionist history take 3 or 4, whichever chapter we're on. JJ Redick, who the reason that JJ Redick is still in this equation is because JJ Redick has simply moved his podcasting part of the microphone to the post-game press conference. Like, he's still doing the same bullshit. He just like has a arguably an even bigger audience now to continue the LeBron James bullshit.
That's true. That's a good point. You're right on the money as always. Once again, man. Again, a shout out to all you guys in the chat, man. I see you guys out there, man. I appreciate you guys coming through, supporting us. Me and my man AOH, because like I said, this is great. You know what's really sad, AOH, is like you said and we talked about, is the fact that LeBron James continues to make it about himself in an offseason that they should be talking about other things, like the New York Knicks and some of the other young up-and-coming players of the draft. You know, some of the young talent in the league, like the Cooper Flag, the Victor Wembanyama's, some of the other talented teams, some of the up-and-coming contenders that could be. They should just be talking about the preview for the season, but instead, all you hear about, hey, where LeBron going to go? Where LeBron going to go? Is LeBron going to go here? You think no matter where LeBron James goes, and he going to make an impact on one of these teams? I keep telling these people, no matter where LeBron James goes, he's not helping you win a damn thing if he's playing all these damn minutes. Get that man off the court.
Mark Book, thank you, says, no question, just appreciate the work you guys put in. Well, I appreciate that. And your appreciation, adding fuel to the fire. And by the way, did I read? I think I didn't mean to skip over this. Truth tellers. Did I already say this? He's saying, keep preaching, SNFR.
Baby.
All right, it's Sunday fun day. Sunday bloody fun day. I earned this already. Unlike some of y'all, I went out and I earned the right to do this.
Doing your thing, man. My man AOH, man. Oh, goodness gracious.
I'll go do another fucking run after I drink a 6-pack.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get some sound bites going because I got a lot. Or, you know what? I made that intro and a lot of people missed it. I'm going to play the intro one more time and then we'll
There's justice.
Now you're gonna have to learn with the left.
All right. Hey, who wants a sideshow where SNFR and I just talk about 80s music? Because I'm pretty close to doing it anyway.
We could just do a random ass show anyway. I mean, half of our shows that we've done before are random, kind of.
Yeah. And we're supposed to be reining ourselves
When
in
you
today,
signed your
which is why I'm
extension
getting
last
this
summer,
ready.
you helped the
Okay. Again, shout out to Uncommon Sense. He had an invitation to call in if he ever feels like it. And by the way, those of you who have super chatted, we're going to take some calls later today, and I'm prioritizing people who super chatted because it doesn't seem fair to me that people who spend money on super chats get less attention than people who call into the show. I don't know if that seems fair to people or not, but I'm just trying to be fair. Anyway, let's here's a sound bite, one of many sound bites we're going to be doing today.
Look, when you signed your extension last summer, you helped to recruit Marcus and DA. Will you be trying to make sure you recruit LeBron, Austin, DA, and Marcus again this summer?
Why are you doing this, man? I thought you was my brother. Why you ask me questions like that?
We'll see.
Damn.
Can't tell you nothing.
Oh my God.
So Uncommon, Uncommon's added a whole new element by putting in actual clips, and it's been great. And I'm obviously taking advantage of it at the moment. And we have talking points already. This is why I'm forcing us to move quickly through the show, because this is a couple of seconds. Here's what I want to present to our listeners. If you guys want to provide some feedback, it's interesting to me that sometimes we criticize players for recruiting. For example, LeBron James is always recruiting in the off season. Steph Curry gets a lot of hate for recruiting. Kevin Durant. Now we have reporters saying, "Hey, you should be recruiting." They're putting Luka in an uncomfortable situation and insinuating that he should be recruiting. Now, that's a tougher question than I've heard a reporter ask LeBron since I can remember, for starters. They're willing to put Luka on the hot spot. But the other side topic is, should players be recruiting, and to what extent should players be recruiting? It's criticized or it's expected. I don't think it can be both, and yet it is both. Quick reaction from you, SNFR.
I'll try to keep this real quick. All right. Now we talk about what you just said there. I'm gonna keep it quick though. I think this scenario is a little bit different than some of the other scenarios, because for Luka Doncic to be quote unquote recruiting LeBron James, he's pretty much just looking for them to keep the team intact, or keep some of the pieces on the team. He's pretty much looking to keep him as a team, I guess, is what the guy's kind of saying, versus him being on another team and being, hey, you want LeBron James to come to the Lakers and help you win? Like Luka doesn't need LeBron James' help to win. And when you think about what Luka Doncic is saying here, and, the question that they're asking him, then, you have to think about, does Luka Doncic really think that LeBron James can help him win a championship? And don't look like Luka Doncic feels that LeBron James can help him win.
Amen. It's going to take a while for the comments to come through, so I'll give it a minute. We'll keep chatting. And actually, I thought that this was a repeat, but this is actually the Mr. Shanny following up on his own comment, saying that I call him Oswald Bates because he's brought us such gems as misconstrued, goodest, and optionality.
Oh, that's great stuff right there.
He's just trying to outdo LeBron's out physical.
Right. No, you're right. I was just about to say, LeBron
talent.
James hit it with some great lines. He really has hit us with some great sayings over the years. I told you, when you hear these guys speak, it always makes me think about George Bush, man, when he messed that whole saying up. Fool me once, I can't get fooled again. Fool me again. It's just hilarious to me, man.
That was the beginning of the end. Actually, Reagan may have been the beginning of the end, but man,
just,
when
I
everybody,
just think about that because it was just a great one. It's such, one of those things where like sometimes that happens. The simplest sayings and you jack them all up, man. LeBron James has done that multiple times.
We'll get to it. We could get up in the morning on a Sunday and play a LeBron James interview and have content for the entire fucking day.
I mean, wait, hold on a second.
I would need a keg. I would need a keg to get through a LeBron James interview with all the shit that we would say.
But think about how Luka Doncic has to feel sitting there being asked that by the reporter when you think about how the offseason last year went for him. Remember, all the responsibility and blame fell on him. He took all the heat for that loss to Minnesota. Remember, everyone was saying Lakers in 5. So Luka Doncic had to change his image. He had to go and change his diet. He had to go start working out. He had to do all these. He had to look himself in the mirror. He had to do all these internal things. And why? Not for himself, to help LeBron James. That's why he needed that, because he wasn't doing enough to help LeBron James, man. It wasn't about his own career. So you're going to sit there on a microphone and they're going to be, yo, you want LeBron James to come back to the team? And I'll be like, why? So y'all can blame me again when things don't go right?
Right. Yeah, it's such a good point. It's like he's sitting there and the reporter's expecting him to say, hey, you're gonna make sure LeBron and Bronny are back, right? And you're like, the most polite thing Luka could have done is what he just did, because if it was you or me, we're like, are you fucking kidding? Do you people remember what they did to me? And I think Luka led the Lakers in every statistical category in that series against Minnesota and still got thrown under the bus. LeBron James did what LeBron James does, brick things and turn the ball over late in the game. And by the way, there's an important nutritional lesson here, people. Luka in the offseason, he changes, he cuts beer out of his diet, and then he gets injured.
I told you these guys be hiring these trainers that need trainers. They don't be going to the right people. They be doing this stupid stuff, man. But that's a great point, AOH.
Run some hills, Luka. Run some hills.
It's a great point.
Do the Rocky workout.
He was doing was working. All of a sudden, you start going to LeBron James of fitness, and you get into stuff.
Okay, Siberius gave us a super a while ago. JJ Redick rolling his eyes so hard when he lies about LeBron and Bronny. He is giving himself whiplash. Makes me sick. Siberius, we'll get you in here a little bit later. I've got this long list to cut through.
Shout out to Real Siberius, man. Shout out to my man Midwest Eddie TV for coming through.
Eddie, I heard some sound bites that Eddie had on his show too. My God, there's a lot going around out there. Jimmy James, good to see you, Jimmy James. Year 24, LeBron continues to play at a Psy level.
That is a great one right there. Shout out to Jimmy James. That's a great comment right there. I like that.
Oh, man.
You guys are good, man. You guys are good.
Okay, rolling forward with the audio clip.
And it's just basketball. It's just basketball.
Best place for LeBron James, assuming that winning is the priority as opposed to his lifestyle, would be going.
So I hate to cut that wonderful music of Uncommon off, but it's his music. Again, go to Uncommon's channel, watch his most recent 3 videos for his takes on these. So Stephen A. Smith is promoting LeBron should go to Cleveland. And for a second, I said because of the life. I thought he said because of the lifestyle, and I was like, wait a minute, didn't LeBron just shit on San Antonio? And by the way, what is it that LeBron does that is so cool that San Antonio couldn't accommodate the cool things that he does? I mean, San Antonio shouldn't be growing wine, but everybody grows wine now. And if LeBron's going to go sip wine and podcast some more, San Antonio is just fucking fine. Go on the river walk thing, get in your canoe or whatever the gondola thing, and sip some fucking wine and do your podcast from there. I mean, you don't do it. What does LeBron James do that is so goddamn cool that he can shit on Memphis and San Antonio and Cleveland?
Right. Especially when you crap on San Antonio to say that the Knicks have no distraction, so that's why they were able to win the 2 games on the road in San Antonio. So I related it to LeBron James playing against the Spurs in the finals multiple times and losing multiple times in San Antonio. You should have been undefeated in San Antonio then if there's nothing to do there.
Listen, if you're a champion, if you're a GOAT, if you are who these guys are supposed to be, it shouldn't matter what goddamn town you're in. Go handle business. What kind of excuses are these, man?
That's right, man. The Bulls played the Lakers in the first finals, man. They was in LA. Did they make excuses for the Bulls and like, oh, I don't know if they're going to be able to win the series. They're in LA, man. And remember, that was a 2-3-2 format when they played in the 91 finals. So they had 3 of the first 5 games in LA. And that's when it was in the 80s and the 90s, man. The 90s is crazy, man. Are you kidding me?
We may have just given Rich Paul a new talking point. The only reason that Michael Jordan was able to win in 97 and 98 is because they went to Utah where there weren't any distractions.
Exactly. And remember,
is Chicago that fun? Is Chicago that fun?
Well, listen, man, we talk about the big cities, right? These are the major cities in America, Chicago, right? Some of these cities. But when they talk about Utah, it's actually funny when you talk about distractions. Because if you think about those finals, I don't remember which one it was, 97 or 98. But one of those years, Dennis Rodman actually made comments about the Utah Jazz lifestyle, the people in Utah, about the Mormons in Utah. And that created a big-ass distraction, man. There was like a whole big deal. They wanted Rodman to apologize for the comments that he made. And he was talking about, what they do out there in Utah and what they do out there. So it was like, you talk about no distractions. That was a distraction.
And things of that nature. Yeah. And just to be clear, I'm not talking shit about Chicago, but every city has something pretty cool to offer. And I'm sure San Antonio does, and I know Memphis. Doesn't Memphis have a great music scene?
There's always something to do somewhere. I learned that in the military, man, because I've been to all kinds of places, man. There's always something to do, man. There's always something to see. There's always something different. I told you I saw my first 2 cowboys I ever seen in my life, like real authentic cowboys out in the wild, man. I saw them in San Antonio, man. I'd never seen that before. I told you, they walked into the gas station with spurs on and 6 shooters on their hips, guys. Like, Yosemite Sam. I'm not exaggerating that. I'm not lying about that. Them dudes came in, like I said, on straight horseback, man, with cowboy hats, man, down in San Antonio, man. I swear to God, visiting my friend down there, my old Navy buddy. I was down there for like 10 days, man, back in
I listened. This is worth a show by itself. The only thing missing from your story was that they just rode the horses into the store instead of getting off.
Telling you, man, insane stuff, man. I ain't never seen that before in my life. I told you I was nervous as hell because it's not in New York. You don't see people with their guns showing like that. You don't see these are cowboys, man, like legit cowboys I saw on TV.
Were there any other people of color in the establishment?
No, actually, it was just me and my boy. We were the only people of color actually in the establishment at the time. Actually, there was a couple of I want to say some southern, maybe some Tex-Mex people down there. Because you're right there on the border, man. So I told you we used to go to the burrito spot, the breakfast burrito spot from the Mexican people, man. Shout out to all people out in Mexico.
Okay, let me play some more audio here.
Going back to Cleveland.
Learned so much listening to Pat Riley when he would talk to us, 3 or 4 times a year, 5 times a year. I learned so much.
He likes the warm weather. He's a golfer now.
Okay, before we get to calling shit Bird, I don't understand, Stephen. I don't understand Windhorse acting like he and LeBron James had appreciation for Miami when I recall only a year, is it already 2 years ago? The goddamn LeBron James whining, bitching, and rewriting history thing has been going on for so long that every year seems the same. But
yeah, right.
he dismissed the importance of Miami and said, I'm chosen, nothing would have changed, blah, 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 blah. And here's Windhorse saying, oh, so much appreciation, learned so much. That can't exist in the same reality as the dude who says, nah, I was chosen. I'm chosen. My career was going to be the same. Yeah. Your career was going to be the same without Kyrie. Your career was going to be the same without Anthony Davis. Your career was going to be the same without D Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. Appreciation. He threw all of his teammates in Miami under the bus as being minimum guys.
Right.
Which, by the way, which only left 2 out of the 5 on the entire roster. What a goddamn loser.
No minimum, guys. See, those are, what are those called? Those are called excuses. That's what LeBron James has at the ready, man. He's like those Cowboys I just mentioned. He got those excuses in the hips, man, like 6 shooters. And he busts them out, man. Anytime something comes his way, he busts those 6 shooters of excuses out, man. And he lays it, empties all those bullets of excuses out, man. And that's one of the things we told about. You just mentioned, you hit around the head when you said, I don't even remember what season it was. Because every offseason is the damn same. And every season is the same. He needs more help. It's somebody else's fault. It's the circumstances. It's the competition. Oh my God, he's 40 years old. He's 41. He's 35. He's 37. He's 38. There's always something with this guy, man. LeBron James himself comes to a podium, got a soft cast on one moment. The next moment, he's telling you, yeah, I was playing with a broken hand and all these things. Then he's talking about the injuries to his team as if he's the only team in the NBA that has guys out with injuries, man. Are you kidding me, dude? You got to stop this nonsense. And we're talking about going into his 24th season. And like you said, it's another off season with the same stuff. Where's LeBron James going to go? Where's he going to go? We don't know where he's going to go. And they continue to make the same excuses for all the things that we tell you guys that were going to happen the previous season. That happened. Everything happened. And then, like you said, AOH, they just rinse and repeat the same predictions for next year. So if LeBron James goes back to the Lakers, then they'll tell you, watch out for the Lakers. LeBron James, the Lakers, they're contenders. All of a sudden, if season comes around, things will start going on, and they'll say, well, what do you want from LeBron James? He's 41 years old. He can't do this stuff. But they'll make excuses again and blame Luka Doncic.
All right. I'm going to clown on Colin Cowherd. He deserves it, and then some.
So much.
He likes the warm weather. He's a golfer now. You can golf year-round in Miami. He can walk. I mean, if the Lakers don't make him an offer, he's too good to not play. He wants to play with Bronny. Bronny can get some minutes at the point guard spot.
A lot to unpack right there.
Goodness gracious.
He likes the weather. He's a golfer now. Stephen A. Smith does the whisper thing when he wants you to believe that he's making a good point. And let me tell you, put the camera on me. I want to look at you and tell you right now. Now, Colin Cowherd. You're not fucking saying anything, dude.
Nope. Nothing.
He likes the weather. He's a golfer now. Oh, how's that help Miami? I remember a couple of years ago when he said that he was better than Michael Jordan was as a Wizard. He's like, his game changed. It's slower. You can watch him now. What do you mean you can watch him now? Like, does anyone ask a question? What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean you can watch him now? We couldn't watch him before? We physically couldn't watch him play before? You can watch him now. He likes the weather. He's a golfer. Bronny can get some minutes. Bronny can get some minutes. Think about the word can. Can? Yeah, if anyone's willing to sacrifice their team, you and I can get some minutes. Robin, if anyone's willing to fucking lose the game, no offense to you, but I don't think.
No, I was just about to say, if he can get minutes on your team, then your team's not very good. That's not a compliment. He can get minutes on that team. Yeah, then that's bad. That's a bad sign for that team then. Okay, because that man should not be getting any minutes on any team in the NBA. And I think we all have seen that, and that's been proven. But in fact, this guy continues to take up a roster spot. And remember, when you think about some of this stuff, Airways, what Colin Cowherd is talking about, he's talking about all these extracurriculars, and they're talking about what? how LeBron James feels. You want LeBron James to feel nice and cozy inside. Remember Brian Windhorst a couple of years ago? They drafted LeBron James Jr. in an effort to get LeBron James to be fully invested, to be really giving 100% to the team. So we'll draft his son, and that means he'll try really hard because he's probably not really going to try hard anyway because he got his money, and that's all he cares about.
Let's get the list. You need the correct beds and pillows, a town without distractions, your son. Do you need the proper wine waiting for you at the end of the game, or is that part of the process, or is that only for the podcast?
AOH, we just talked about the excuses. The man brought up the pillows from the freaking hotels that they traveled to. And I told you guys what? The fact that this man said that, it shows a complete and lack of self-awareness, and you're not in touch with reality. Because the hotels that you guys stay in, common people like me could never dream of sitting in. Those pillows that you lay on, I wouldn't even be able to lay on those pillows. Those pillows are above me, and you're talking about how they're below you.
Those pillows are above me.
I can't afford those pillows. Are you kidding me? I'll never know what it feels like to put my head on any of them kind of pillows. But this man's complaining about them things. You want to see my pillow? My wife laughs at my pillow. My pillow has seen better days, y'all.
I don't use one. Robin and I would be laying on the floor in these hotel rooms, intimidated. We're intimidated by the beds. It's like, oh, that bed's above us.
Come on, man.
Eyal Sabag. Good to see you. I just wanted to thank you guys. I love your channels. Let's roll.
Yes.
And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Truth Teller NBA with the super. We are the victims here. We have to endure this fool. Yeah. We're all victims. It's victimhood society. You know, you'd think that people would be disgusted by someone who complains about pillows, but we have, unfortunately, that population of LeBronites that says, "Oh, that's a good point."
Right. I never thought about that way. Pillows. That's right. That's hard, man. Those guys got to change and keep moving to different hotels, and the pillow might be lumpy in that room. What kind of hotels you think these guys are staying in, y'all?
Oh, man. Can you?
I tell you guys all the time, they got luxuries that we can't even imagine. You cannot imagine what those pillows actually feel like. You cannot even imagine what it's like to be LeBron James for a day, guys. You could not believe it. This man gets weighted over head and foot. They're doing all kinds of stuff for this dude. All of these NBA players.
So back to Coward saying Bronny James can get some minutes. And I think I heard Ramona, disgusting Ramona, saying, referencing, trying to convince people that Bronny is a worthwhile package to bring with LeBron because, hey, he played in the playoffs. Hey, guess what, everybody? Bronny did play in the playoffs. He was a part of making history for the Lakers as part of a historic level blowout. Yep. Is that what you're referring to, Ramona? Is that what you're referring to, Colin Coward? Is this the play of Bronny James that the Miami Heat should be excited about adding? Hey, Bronny, get in there and embarrass yourself trying to be the point guard in a historic blowout. That's why you recruit somebody to the team. And for Yahoo Sports, who usually is kissing LeBron's ass, actually had something that said, inside Bronny James's nightmare point guard play, the Lakers' historic loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Anyway.
I mean, how are the Miami Heat fans supposed to feel about LeBron James possibly coming back to the team? Right? Like, let's say LeBron James comes back to the Heat. How the hell are these people supposed to receive LeBron James, man? It's an absolute joke when you talk about not one, not two, not three. Is he going to come back and say, hey, listen, guys, we're going to continue it. Not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Get Giannis up there with you. Do the press. I dare you to do it again. I dare you, LeBron James, to do it again.
Let me. Oh, I already read that. My bad. Okay, have I shit on Bronny enough? Do people get it? Or
what are we doing here?
You're never going to convince LeBron James that LeBron doesn't give max effort. You're never going to convince LeBron James that LeBron doesn't give max effort.
I probably have to agree there. I think that LeBron James is that far gone. And I don't know if Stephen A. Smith is trying to take a jab here or what this is about, but I don't know. You never know. From one breath to the next, you don't know which side Stephen A. Smith is on. What a disgusting bitch of a man. He's disgusting.
Shout out to Beagle Manser in the chat who says that they are a Heat fan. In fact, says Heat fan here, and I am mortified and filled with dread because we are in an uncertain situation already with a depleted roster. Absolutely. Shout out to Beagle Manser once again for coming through and contributing to the chat and coming through as a Miami Heat fan. And once again, speaking for Miami Heat fans, and I'm telling you guys right now, like I said, that's what it is. Mortified. That's a great word to use because that's the feeling that a lot of fans have. The same feeling that the Laker fans have been having over these last several seasons with LeBron James on their team. And now they're at a point where these people have been completely exhausted dealing with LeBron James. I mean, think about what LeBron James has done over the last 7-8 seasons. I mean, this has been a complete embarrassment at the highest level, man. When you just talk about, all I have to do now is just say peekaboo. That's all you have to do now. And it doesn't matter what context you're using. If we're talking in an NBA circle and you just say peekaboo, automatically people know what you're talking about, man. And he did that Laker uniform.
He's created quite a list of events for us to refer back to. It's almost overwhelming.
It is.
It's one of the reasons that I just used somebody else's show because I don't even know where to begin if I were to look into my own archive. It's like, where do I begin? I'm like, exactly. Oh, well, I was just listening to Uncommon or SNFR or Siberius. I'll just go with them.
Upgrade his ball handling in minutes. I could see LeBron saying, I've got relationships. I've been there. Well, Pat Riley at this point. Now, they can't pay him anything in Miami, and they're not going to pay Bronny anything. That's not it. It is about playing with your son. I think.
Is it about playing with your son? Is that what the NBA is about, Robin? I didn't know that. I mean, I learned that a couple of years ago when Clutch Sports told us that was more important than competition and respecting a franchise and the best chances for your team to win. And here's Colin Cowherd continuing these sentiments and explaining why that's fine for Miami. And to Beaglemancer, who's worried, yeah, there's no room. There's no room to be accommodating a father-son fantasy if you actually want your team to win. And Bronny's improved. Has he? Okay, great. So he's almost at G League level now, but let's give him a roster spot on a team.
Yo, man, if LeBron James wants to play with his son, then, man, you can go play on one of them bum teams, man. And again,
he can go to the park.
Play with your son, then you can take a pay cut, play with your son.
He can go to the park. Spend some time with your family. Get your other son, get your daughter.
I was gonna say, go to the driveway with that stuff, man.
Are you guys
out of here talking about I want to play with my son? This is my biggest accomplishment. My greatest joy is saying that I play in the NBA with my son. No, man, it's all about your celebration, so you can say that you play with your son. Think about what you're saying, LeBron James. Like, my God, man, your son almost died in college, and that meant nothing to you. It didn't make you stop your career. None of this stuff, man. It's like, man, okay, my son's okay. All right, I'm gonna go back to doing what I'm doing now. Dude, what the hell are you talking about, man? Like you just said, AOH, this man will always tell you, I did a video about this recently, the sacrifice he makes for his family. Yet at every turn, LeBron James is not with his family. He's on a podcast. He's over here celebrating this. He's hanging out over this guy's house. I mean, it's an absolute joke, man.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Learned so much at Pat Riley. I learned so
now. You can golf year round. You can walk. I mean, if the Lakers, he's too good to not play. He wants to play with Bronny. Bronny.
He's too good to not play, says Colin Cowherd, says Rich Paul. Does not say the eye test, says Stephen A. Smith. I don't know how else to break it down to Braun fans than showing play-by-play an entire game. I recorded another one in which I just read the transcript of what went down. I was like, this sounds terrible, right? Because you guys love words. You're more interested in words than reality. Okay, well, it doesn't sound good when I read it either. So what happens when the words don't sound good? You want to go look at the game footage? No, you sure don't. I don't know where you go other than to go listen to Colin Cowherd and Stephen A. Smith and the rest of these lying pieces of trash that have sacrificed talking about actual sports to appease clutch media.
Like, think about what he said. He said you can't. Oh, go ahead.
No.
No, I was gonna say what Stephen A. Smith said. Like how bad that makes LeBron James look when he says you can't convince LeBron James that he doesn't give max effort. That's insane for him to say. Think about that. Because like you said, AOH, I would 100% believe that LeBron James believes in his mind that he's doing everything that he could on the court, hustle-wise and effort-wise, when how much video, like you said, you'll put out. We watch the games, and the man is standing there. Everyone is down the court, and he's standing on the other side crying about a non-foul.
Point guard spot.
What are we doing here?
Indeed.
You're never going to convince LeBron James doesn't give.
Upgrade his ball. I can see LeBron saying, I got relationships. I'd been there. Well, Pat Riley at this point. Now, they can't pay him anything in Miami. Pay him, going to pay. That's not. I think it's fascinating. He likes the warm weather. He's a golfer now. You can golf year-round in Miami.
I'm not sure if you can, unless it's an indoor golf course. I mean, that shit's people are dying going outside. I don't know.
He said that you can golf all year round in Miami as a reason why he should go there and play. This is getting so stupid. Every offseason, these people talk about everything other than actual, real, tangible things that would actually help him win a championship. Because if they're going to continue to tell us that LeBron James is either chasing Michael Jordan or he's right behind Michael Jordan, he's closing the gap on Michael Jordan, then in fact, you have to accomplish something during these freaking seasons, man. You can't just be playing and then them tell you, hey, man, LeBron got the most 30-point games in NBA's history. Does that move past Jordan? Hey, LeBron James has played the most games in NBA's history. Does that move past Jordan? You have to accomplish something during these seasons. You got to do something. You're not doing anything out there.
You know, Jordan is actually a good golfer and has always been into golf.
Yes.
And would actually play golf on game days.
Yeah. That's his thing.
I don't remember having to hear about who should accommodate Michael Jordan because of the ability to play golf in that town.
Right.
What are we talking about? As Uncommon said, what are we talking about?
He'll find a place to play golf no matter where he was.
Yeah. Just it's the beds you got to worry about. And I don't know, we probably better make sure that the golf courses have been manicured correctly, lest LeBron James trip and fall or God.
Oh yeah, God forbid they don't have
he
the
can
proper
walk.
parts.
I mean, if the Lakers don't make him an offer, he's too good to not play.
Go James!
He wants to play with Bronny. Bronny can get some minutes at the point guard spot. Upgrade his ball handling in minutes. I could see LeBron saying, I got relationships. I'd been there. Well, Pat Riley at this point. Now they can't.
Yeah, listen. I said we can't be confident because how the fuck did the Cleveland Cavaliers ever take LeBron back? How did LA ever make such a mistake as to turn a storied franchise into the laughingstock to bring LeBron's career out of the rubbish of being gentleman swept and then swept? I just don't have any confidence in decision making of franchises anymore. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much is lip service. I don't know how much is. I just don't know what to make of these fucking people.
I mean, listen, Colin Cowherd doesn't know basketball. I mean, I think that's some of the sad reality for some of these guys who are considered professionals. And I'm not discrediting Colin Cowherd's, credentials as far as where he went to school and whatever degree he might have earned, and why he is where he is. However, we can clearly tell by listening to these guys, speak about certain sports and certain topics that they don't even know what they're talking about. And they've either never played this sport before, so they don't have a feel for the sport, or they never watched this stuff back in the day. Maybe Colin Cowherd was watching Major League Baseball during the 80s and the 90s, man. I tell you right the hell with that, it didn't seem like he was watching the NBA. Maybe he was watching the NFL. Maybe he was watching hockey. I don't know what he was watching. He wasn't watching NBA basketball, because anytime I hear him refer to Michael Jordan in the 90s, he's completely off on this stuff. I remember when I heard him a couple of seasons ago break down the 92 Dream Team. This man proceeded to say that there was no one on the 92 Dream Team that could stop Anthony Davis. Are you kidding me right now? He proceeded to say that there was no one that could shoot the ball on the 92 Dream Team like that iteration of the Dream Team currently. Are you kidding me?
Okay. This is
about a Dream Team, and I'm supposed to listen to you now break down LeBron James Jr.?
It's never ending with these idiots. And this is why I decided we're going to put limits on how long we talk about past stupid things that they've said, because they constantly say stupid things. We're about to move into the second segment of sound bites that I've pulled from Uncommon Sense. Why not have a musical interlude for the people that have just arrived?
Roll the
Cheater's justice.
Now you're gonna have to learn with the
Excuses. All right, everybody, if you're just joining us, it's Angry Old Hoops, Sports and Fitness Rants. Are you still thinking about going live later today on your channel?
I don't know, man. Like I said, if I do it, it probably won't be till tonight. But I don't think so. I think I'm content with this, with what I'm doing with you right now, man.
Praise the Dawn. Good to see you, Praise the Dawn. He says, salute AOH and SNFR, the dynamic duo.
Yo, once again, shout out to Praise the Dawn. Shout out to my man Ghetto C the General. I see you out there. Again, shout out to all you guys, man. I continue to come through and support us on these live shows. Like I said, it means a lot. Import AI, man. I see you out there, my man. Yo, King, what up? High Times. Go Fly, what up? The Jesse Glad Sag, as always, up in here. J-Vo Music. I see you guys, man. Once again, appreciate it, guys.
All right, we're moving into part 2 of the show. Maybe it's part 3, I don't even know. But let's get some more sound bites up here.
Damn respect too.
You are a person I do not respect. The things you, actions, your methods and style.
Again, I'm using Uncommon Sense just to help me filter the never-ending supply of things we could possibly talk about.
And I want my damn respect too.
I gotta tell you, Rob Pelinka yelling "woo" after LeBron James basically groveled. I mean, he basically groveled. I don't think that's really the right time to cheer.
That was a weird thing.
He sounded like a pouting child. I want my damn respect too.
My damn
respect.
Because y'all don't respect me.
Can you imagine your football team and like your leader, whether it's your quarterback or your linebacker or whoever your team captain was, going, "We want our damn respect too," and all you guys just being stimulated enough to be like, "Yeah, that's what."
Y'all gonna respect me, man, because you guys don't respect me all these years that I've been playing. and I've been out here giving my all.
Are a person I do not respect. The things you say, your actions, your methods and style, everything you would do, I would do it the opposite way. And the more I've gotten to know you, the less I've come to respect you.
There are.
All right. Now we're going to get into some fun stuff with Rich Paul wearing his highway worker uniform, picking up trash on the side of the freeway, whatever the fuck that statement is.
That's his. To me, he looks like Dr. Huxtable. That's his Bill Cosby sweater right there.
No.
The Cosby Show.
I'm sorry, rapist or not, I don't think Cosby ever wore anything that bad.
That's the Cosby sweater right there from the Cosbys. I'm telling you, man.
No, I'll take every Cosby sweater he ever wore over whatever that atrocity is.
And he probably paid like 10 grand for that sweater. Straight up.
Oh, are we ready for Rich effing Paul?
Got the Cliff Huxtable on.
There has been incoming calls from every team with the excitement of possibly him playing for them. And so at 40.
Every team. That's one number, everyone. There's a number to log away. Every team.
1 years of age going on 42.
Yep.
That was helpful. Thank you so much, Rich Paul. I did not go to the LeBron James Promise School. I did not need you to explain what comes after 41. You fucking dipshit.
They always got to let you know.
I mean, I was torn a little bit. Like, is it 45? Is it 38? What comes after 41?
Yeah, I know.
Fortunately, Rich Paul cleared it up for us. He's going on 42. If there's any confusion out there, ladies and gentlemen, LeBron's going on 42 after, believe it or not, 41.
Yep.
I think that's something to be extremely proud about. And, just it's one of those things where
could you go to a professional location? Could you maybe get a soundproof room? The fuck is this yelling in the background? I've got a more professional goddamn show than this. Let's start this fucking clown over.
there has been incoming calls.
Know you, the less I've come to respect you.
Rip, Harley.
There has been incoming calls.
I can't believe the extent that these people have to stumble over their words. They can't get through the opening of the sentence.
I tell you, man, when you're living a lie, you're always thinking about what you're gonna say next. You got to tiptoe around your thought process, man. I mean, this
the
man,
LeBron James of
exactly
feet. Yeah, feet. That's what I was gonna say.
Those
The
antlers
LeBron
out
James
there.
of feet. This guy's so dumb. He actually didn't understand the difference between antlers and horns.
From every team.
Every team.
With the excitement of possibly him playing for them. And so at 41 years of age, going on 42,
woo!
I think that's something to be extremely proud about. And, just it's one of those things where it's like, wow, even at 42, I'm still wanted.
That's just embarrassing. That is so sad.
He put his chest out when he said that.
Oh, God. Hey, everybody, I'm wanted. Did you notice I'm wanted?
Insane, man. Remember, these guys speak in lies, they speak in narratives, and they speak in agendas. Everything that they talk about, like I said, they trip over themselves. That's why they're always contradicting themselves. Like you said, anyways, that's why you see now, ain't no one beating down the door for LeBron James' services. There's no one trying to get LeBron James. Ain't no one calling these fools. And this guy, think about what he said also about LeBron James, of teams being excited about LeBron James possibly coming to their city, right? And that's a lie, because how many times do we see LeBron James go out and get booed in some of these cities? So what do you mean about LeBron James and people really excited? People ain't excited to have LeBron James come to their city. Definitely not Memphis and Antonio.
Every dollar that LeBron signs for is one less dollar that the Lakers can give another free agent.
LeBron James will be along with agent Rich Paul.
He may get to a spot where he's willing to take that kind of money, but he is still a max level player. This is still one of the top 20 players in the NBA.
According to his media, what do we call these people?
He called him a max level player.
Really?
That's insane.
Wendy, you got some explaining to do if he doesn't get a max contract, because it doesn't make sense. Like, if he's a max level player, he'll get. Look, freaking Austin Reeves got a max contract. If LeBron can't get one, you got some explaining to do.
And see, I think that's part of the problem here, AOH, like you're mentioning, is that I think that the bar has been lowered so immensely now for really what a superstar is these days, or what qualifies for a legit superstar player that's supposed to be able to, get that kind of money. And LeBron James ain't it, man. But they'll tell you that LeBron James is, and like you said before, LeBron James still believes that he's a max level player, so he won't sacrifice a lick.
Again, it's a career based on words, people saying things, but you not being able to actually look back at it and witness anything that represents the claims that are being made.
How would you say 5 to 10 teams have called him, or like the teams that could potentially get him? If how would you be able to put a number on that? Like the pay.
Let's see how high.
I know. He's thinking of some BS to say right now. Look at that face. That's a straight lying ass face right there.
How do you not know the number?
Exactly. You should have been on the ready.
How do you not know the number?
Look, he's trying to wait and see what he's going to ask him. He's like, yo, hold up, man. You ain't supposed to ask me exactly the exact number. I just told you a lot of teams are calling us. You ain't supposed to be asking me the exact number. It's like he's waiting for someone in his ear to tell him, yeah, we're going to change the next question.
And I've got a question for everybody. Help clarify. Does he just mumble or say or does he actually say 5? Because I could have sworn he said 5 to 10 to 12 the first time I listened to this, but maybe he just says 10 to 12.
Pacers called, obviously.
Yeah, I would say, without naming names, I would say, yeah, about 10 to 12.
You full of about 5 to 10 to 12? Is that what he said?
Yup. About 10 to 12.
How long was that goddamn pause? Are you his agent? I mean, 12 teams is not like 200. You know whether or not you got every goddamn name of every team if it was 12. Much less 5.
Yo, he tried to sit there, AOH, and act like he was counting the teams in his head. That, dude, are you kidding me? You're the agent of LeBron James, and you're going to sit there and tell me that you don't have that, like you said, AOH, you don't have that down pat. You should have known every team, how many times every team called you, what the money offer is, what they talking about, what they want to do. You should know all of this stuff. You see, again, all you're doing there is discrediting yourself, because if you were really one of those elite agents that was really worth a damn, then all of this stuff would be nothing for you. You'd be able to answer these questions easily. You'd be able to go out there and do your thing. I remember there was a guy, the agent from Terrell Owens. We don't want to get off on a tangent, AOH. My bad, man. But there was this guy, his name was like Scott Boris or something like that. He was like Terrell Owens' agent, man. And I remember this guy always had an answer for no matter what BS they threw at this dude. And this guy was the agent for like all the craziest of players and professional athletes. And this man always had an answer ready for you. This man always seemed like he had everything under control. It's crazy. Rich Paul's the complete opposite.
And remember, I pointed out earlier, Rich Paul already said every team. He said every team. Now we're down to 5 to 10 to 12. You know what a jump it is?
Drew Rosenhaus, yeah. Shout out to the Jesse Glass-Saget.
Do you know what a jump it is from 5 to 10?
Yeah, 5 to 10. Maybe 12.
Or maybe I'll go back to saying every team. I mean, fuck it. It doesn't matter what he says.
I mean, he probably counted some teams twice. He probably, you know what, they called us 3 times, so I'm gonna count that as 3 teams.
I'm gonna say it's about the same number of teams that he claimed were calling for Bronny during the draft. Mark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Yes,
Baxter?
AOH, yes.
Baxter, is that you?
Shit, you understand that? You full of shit.
Dreamers Pro brought up the fact that part of the reason why Austin Reeves was able to receive his max contract is because there indeed was other teams interested in Austin Reeves. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I read an article saying that the Detroit Pistons were looking at Austin Reeves. So because
Okay, so the talking point, I have a talking point. Rich Paul said, without naming names, and we almost never hear names, it's always just a general idea that everybody or all of these different teams, why is that only the case when it comes to LeBron James? Why is it always shrouded in mystery? But when it comes to other people who are on the trading block, we know who's calling, we know who's making offers. We even know who the Lakers are interested in is in terms of bringing in a new center.
Yep.
It's only LeBron James that we have to take everything at Rich Paul's word, or Windhorse's word, or Ramona's word. A growing list of lying fucks. Yeah. I'm as I drink more beer, my vocabulary is decreasing. I don't even know if sycophants is correct anymore. These people are you're just paid actors. You're just paid actors. I haven't heard a single one of them. I was thinking about Stephen A. Smith and all the money that he makes as an analyst. I haven't heard Stephen A. Smith break down an actual basketball play since for a decade, maybe longer. You're not an analyst. You're a goddamn actor.
They do.
And unfortunately, that's what works in today's society. People just want to be entertained with drama. God damn it, Robin. What happened to competition being enough drama? Like seeing people that you clearly understood that winning mattered in their body language and how they were performing on the court. Why isn't that enough entertainment, people? Since you paused, I'm going to go ahead and read this. Super. Or actually, we got. Why don't I have you read it? I keep reading all of them. I'll let you read it.
All right, yeah, once again, shout out to Zoltar424. I hope I said that right. I don't know if I did. The owner of the Lakers, he wants to win. Why would the Lakers want to continue investing in a player that begs the question at the end of every season? That's right. What are LeBron's plans going forward? Exactly. A shout out to Zoltar for coming through with the super. Are you around the money? They're handcuffing the franchise every single offseason like a broken record. What's LeBron James want to do? What's he going to do? So they want everyone to invest, right, 100% to LeBron James in the offseason. Meanwhile, LeBron James is not giving 100% during the regular season or during the season for the Lakers. It's a joke, man.
It is a joke. And thank you for the super. Much appreciation. So much to be said here.
Yeah. I mean, think about what the Lakers need. You know, if you think about what they need to win, like what are part of the problems for the Lakers? If you look at the things that they don't do good, LeBron James is the biggest culprit of this stuff. You talk about the lack of down low presence. LeBron James is not playing defense down low. He's not rebounding. He's not hustling. He's not doing anything for you down there. So again, what's LeBron James bringing for the team? I told you, who wants LeBron James on their team, and what is he doing for you? He's not doing anything.
So the soundbite that I don't have queued up is Rich Paul. We've been listening to him talking to McCaffrey or whatever that dude's name is. And now he went back to Kellerman crying. First he was saying everybody wants LeBron. And now he's saying, how dare the Lakers be not want LeBron? And I don't Rich Paul flips back and forth between it being a business. Like now he's trying to guilt the Lakers. Right. He's trying to guilt the Lakers into signing him. Well, you've treated the Lakers like shit almost the entire relationship and constantly threatened to leave. You just pointed out he's every offseason, no matter what his contract is, whether he's a free agent, restricted free agent, guaranteed, it doesn't matter. Every goddamn season, oh, LeBron's not happy. What can they do to make him happy? And we go from that to, oh, the Lakers owe him. Oh, they should be happy to have him.
Yep.
But bring this back to Rich Paul and Rich Paul's own hypocrisy. When he ships someone off and says, well, it's a business decision. Sorry, this is what's happening. You don't get any say in it. Bye.
Right.
What do fans think? Do they think that this is a business or do they think that this is a family affair? And I mean the NBA, not just the Lakers. Let's look at Michael Jordan and what was done to him. 2 3-peats, and he's dealing with management.
Yep.
Bringing it to an end. LeBron hasn't done a goddamn thing for the Lakers, and here we have an agent saying that franchise owes him. Michael Jordan made the Bulls relevant, gave them 2 back-to-back championships, and 2 back-to-back three-peats. During the second three-peat, you have Jerry Krause saying, I'm going to blow it up. Fuck you guys and everything that you've done for me. I mean, the difference between not even making the playoffs or being a first-round exit, or in this case, thanks to Kevin Durant making it to the second round, underachieving means you get to place demands. Back-to-back three-peats? Sorry, fuck off. That's not good enough for us. I mean, that's the ultimate version of business over loyalty, and it's stupid because even if the Bulls hadn't won their 7th, they clearly had their best chance of ever winning a 7th then in the decades to come. But just the idea that the back and forth, oh, it's a family, it's loyalty and you owe it, or this is business. Sorry, things are rough. It's not always fair, but it's business.
That's a great way to bring it home. It's almost like a full circle moment right there where you just said with Michael Jordan, you think about that whole scenario. And like you said, he'd rather stand on the business, on his principles, right? And be like, yo, listen, man, I don't think about it. Michael Jordan could have came at the Chicago Bulls at that time and did the LeBron James and said, listen, man, as long as y'all give me like $50 million a season, I don't give a damn who you bring in here. I don't care if you want to get rid of Phil Jackson, you want to get rid of Scottie Pippen. I don't care what we look like next season going forward. As long as you give me $50 million, I want to be the highest paid player in the history of the world. You give me $50 million, man. You give me a no trade clause. You give me a private jet. You know, you do some of these things for me on the side. You get my boy in here. You give my boy a job over there. You know what? I'll come back. That would be what LeBron James would have done. It don't matter what you do. As long as I get my money, I don't give a damn what's going on. But Michael Jordan was like, yo, it ain't about the money. It's about winning. It's about competing, and it's about doing it with the people that I've been doing it with. Like you said, they were currently winning. And he turned around and was like, yo, he's still the only player in NBA's history to retire after winning the MVP trophy. And he did that on the 3rd leg of a 3-peat and still retired. Meanwhile, LeBron James, you played that clip of LeBron James saying, I want my damn respect. Well, this right here is why we don't respect you, because you're talking through your agent when you're 41 years old, going on 42, when you should be speaking for yourself after all of these seasons. You're not a rookie in the NBA. Why is your agent doing all this yapping for you? You should have been a grown-ass man and came out and said whatever you had to say.
And boy, speaking of agent, they sure tried hard to undermine Austin. They tried to get him traded during the season. Now he's crying and saying that they shouldn't have paid Austin. What an ass. Let's go back to these supers because they deserve a little bit more contemplation. The Zoltar, his opening sentence, the owner of the Lakers, he wants to win. Okay, this is why it gets confusing. Yeah, well, everybody was pretty convinced that the Lakers were done with LeBron when they brought Luka over and when they didn't offer the extension, but they allowed LeBron to ruin their season. Listen, the evidence is overwhelming. Despite what Stephen A. Smith and the rest of these guys say, we watched the Lakers rise when LeBron was out and fall when LeBron was in. That's just what happened. And the Lakers owner allowed it. Why? If you're going to allow that because of some sort of appeasing of LeBron James, then there's no limit to what might happen. We have Pat Riley supposedly said that he was going to leave a polished key for LeBron James. As much as everybody says it's insane to ever have LeBron back in Miami. Well, why did Pat Riley say that? Is it just because you have to keep Clutch Sports Mafia from blowing up your house? Or is he actually willing to have LeBron come back? And going back to this most recent Super, I really don't see any decent team going for LeBron. Well, yeah, I get it. He'll sell tickets. Well, that's a different topic. Look, the NBA ratings have been their highest in recent history with LeBron James out. The season opened with viewership at its highest with LeBron James out. And yet we have this excuse that you need LeBron James to sell tickets. Well, who are these people buying tickets to see LeBron James when NBA viewership is actually up when LeBron James is out? These are cult members. These are not basketball fans. These are cult members. These are people addicted to drama, not the game of basketball. And if that's the type of people you're selling tickets to, well, F you and your franchise, including the Warriors. You don't even deserve any respect for not denouncing these rumors, even if they aren't true. Fucking denounce this bullshit. Denounce it. It's embarrassing.
Austin Reeves had some leverage that helped him secure the contract that he got from the Los Angeles Lakers, which leads us to, if the Lakers haven't even that are.
I think I limited myself to that many sound bites because we're already at an hour and 20.
Yeah.
But I said that people who gave supers would get priority with a call in. You got energy for a couple of calls, or
yeah, absolutely. Let's do a couple calls, man. Definitely. Like I said, man, we really appreciate you guys coming through. So let's let some of the people come in here and say what they got to say for a little bit.
All right. And I'm gonna, while we wait for a couple of people already have the link, and then I'll put the other link up. I'm going to do a musical interlude again.
Cheater's justice.
Now you're gonna have to learn with the.
Sorry, that's a lot of beer.
Make excuses.
Call-in link has been posted. Oh, there's the Siberius.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys?
Yo, what up, the real Siberius, man?
I just wanted to say two things. One, Robin, check your email. I sent you the information about Wednesday's live, just so you'll have it.
Oh, all right, thank you.
And secondly, I just wanted to talk about Rich Paul never naming names of teams.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he does that, because if he named the names of teams, they could deny that they contacted him. They could immediately destroy the narrative. So it has to be ambiguous. It has to be all the teams or 5 to 10 to 12 teams, because if he puts a specific number on it, people can destroy the fact that it isn't fucking true.
Yep.
Nobody's called because nobody cares, because nobody wants him. Anyway, that's all I had to say.
But are you confident? I mean, you say nobody wants him. You really think LeBron will end up teamless?
I mean, he's going to have to go to a garbage team for no money, and I don't think he'll want to do that. I said in one of my recent videos that if he does not get a call, we're not going to find out about it until after the season starts. And then he'll start his own narrative about all of these teams that called and how much money they were willing to offer. And he decided to walk away to spend time with his family. And then he'll go on a podcast tour of all of these shitty glazing podcasts and talk about all what he gave up and how he wants to spend time with his family, all while not spending time with his family.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. Real Siberius, man. I didn't think about it like that, but that's actually, I can see LeBron James trying to spin some narrative like that in an attempt to, bail himself out from the embarrassment that seems to be going on right now, which, like you said, this guy Rich Paul's got to come out of here and say all these weird things. And once again, they continue to live in that George Costanza realm that they created for themselves.
Well, that's exactly it. And like you said, it will be to spare himself embarrassment.
Yep.
If he doesn't get a call, if no team wants him, if no team's willing to pay him money, he will turn that into, I did it for my family. I did it for myself. I felt it was time to go. No, you were unwanted.
Right. Or the victim card always works. As I pointed out earlier, you got an entire year of podcasting and explaining how the NBA mistreated you. I mean, you hear fanboys saying that the Lakers are disrespecting LeBron James when it's been an entire 8 years of him disrespecting them.
Yep.
As if he's owed this. Anyway,
I saw an entire narrative going around about how the Lakers deciding to go with Austin Reeves and give him that max contract was racist.
Oh, right.
He's been listening to Dwayne Wade.
Which is just
that's right. My God, there's a whole nother show. Oh, Dwayne Wade. Oh, my God.
But anyway, I'll let you guys get to other callers. That's all I had to say.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Siberius.
Yep.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Oh, man. Goodness.
Anyone else? We've got, I see Yavez Newman. And those of you who gave supers, we'll try and get you in quickly. And let's bring Yavez in and see what he has to say. And you're in the show.
Hey, fellas, how you doing?
What's good? What's good?
Long time no see. Good to see you guys back on Sundays, huh? It's supposed to be like this, man.
Word.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, you're right.
Good to see you all back together. But yeah, my question is for both of you, is regarding the LaMelo Ball trade. If you could, chime in that bit. I mean, isn't this league just getting more and more acceptable with garbage players than we've ever seen before, and praising them in ways I don't get? Like, LaMelo is one of the most overrated players I've ever seen come through the league.
Yeah.
And for Minnesota to continue to keep on giving up all the future for short-term solutions.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that as far as them getting rid of Randall, I think that was a good move. I think that was addition by subtraction. Now, with the LaMelo Ball trade, like I said, we won't go too crazy into this. But like you said, man, I think the LaMelo Ball is overhyped. He's over-celebrated, and he's never played winning basketball at that level. Now, I did a video earlier today about this trade, and I laughed at it as a dumb and dumber version of the NBA, and ha, and these guys play kind of stupid basketball. But the facts remain, I made no predictions in that video talking about what's going to happen or they're not going to do X, Y, Z. But I said they're going to have to change their overall games and their approach to the game, and they're going to have to grow up more to be able to win those guys.
I actually told SNFR that we might include this at the end. So thank you, Yabez, for bringing this up. You actually called it Dumb and Dumber. I'll tell you what it stands out to me is some of the content creators think that this is fantastic. Like they actually think that this is fantastic. And then we've got the other end of the spectrum, such as yourself, saying, wow, this is fucking dumb. So the divide in how people see this going is a talking point almost in itself.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you talk about excitement, quote unquote excitement, yeah, there's a potential for LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, right, to have some exciting plays on the basketball together. But first, they have to be on the court together, which is the problem for LaMelo Ball overall. And number two, and more important, like we talked about, what's that excitement actually going to turn into as far as tangible results? Are they going to win games being exciting? Because in my opinion, part of the problem for the Minnesota Timberwolves in making this move is to me that there was really no reason to make this move. I don't believe getting rid of Naz Reid and getting LaMelo Ball is making them a better team, because if you look like why or how they were eliminated from the playoffs, number one, they were beat by the San Antonio Spurs that actually went to the NBA Finals. So you lost to a quality basketball team. But more importantly, look at the players that you lost during that playoff run. You lost Anthony Edwards to injury, you lost DiVincenzo to injury, and you lost Sumo to injury. So you lost some of your key players during that run, and that was part of the problem for the Minnesota Timberwolves. No excuses, but that was the truth.
Yeah, I think that's their issue. They can't attract players to come there, and they overpay for whatever that they choose to bring there. And ultimately, you're going to be stuck playing that same game. You don't have no draft picks. If you look at OKC right now, during the draft, I can't believe everybody just lets them do that. Like they can just pick up whoever they want. Teams trade them picks. That's the luxury you need to be in today to win. And you're a Knicks fan, so I'm happy seeing you win. I haven't talked to you since that, but I'm happy your team won. And being from Toronto, lots of Knicks fans here. Like my dad is a former Knicks fan, so he was very, very happy. All you guys, enjoy. But yeah, I'm glad talking to you guys. Hopefully next Sunday you're back on and back to the same old schedule. Hopefully.
Thank you. Man, Newman, much respect, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. Once again, shout out to all the Knicks fans out there. Like I said, man, thank you very much.
We got a super that just came through. This is how you know Braun ain't the GOAT. Nobody ever wanted Jordan to retire. Shake my head. It's interesting. Even I've admitted many times that I was rooting against Jordan by the end. I like the underdogs, but I didn't want him to retire. I just wanted him to get beaten. I can't remember ever being like, oh my God, this guy is disgusting. He's annoying and he's gross and go away. I'm sick of the narratives surrounding him. I just wanted someone to beat him. That's all.
Right. That's a great point, AOH. And you guys are right out there, man. It's a different feeling when you guys are like, people have been wanting LeBron James to retire. It's not because he's so great. He's bad for the league, man. Bad for the league. And listen, I wanted to say one thing before we end the show and about the LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards thing. Listen, I'm not rooting against LaMelo Ball or Anthony Edwards. I'm not rooting against them next season. I'm not rooting against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I hope that they do something. It would be great to see them in an NBA Finals. But what I said during my video and what will remain is that they cannot continue to play the dumb style of basketball that they play and win at a high level. They're not going to win the way that they play currently. They're both going to have to make adjustments to their game. Obviously, they're going to have to make adjustments playing with each other, but they're both going to have to take adjustments to what they've been doing. And LaMelo Ball don't play defense like that, so he's going to have to play some defense, right? And these guys are going to have to make adjustments and do something if they're going to want to win, man. So I'm not rooting against them, but they're not going to be able to play the way they play and think they're going to win.
Siberia says Ant, I don't know if this is a typo or if I don't understand. Ant is won't play and Ball is can't play.
Yeah, won't play and can't play. LaMelo Ball always hurt, man. Last season he played, I believe, 72 games. So good for him. But all those other years, he missed a lot of games, man. I told you, they both came in the same season, and LaMelo Ball's missed over 140 more games than Anthony Edwards has.
Interesting lowering of standards reference there, where we're happy that guys play 70 games now. That used to be a lackluster season.
Think about that. 72 is impressive now.
Yeah, I mean, missing 10 out of 82 is actually a pretty high percentage of your entire workload.
If a guy plays 70 games now, that's actually impressive now. Whereas back in the day, like you said, if a guy didn't play 80 games, then it was like, oh man, he missed a couple of games and stuff like that. You know, those guys were more upset because they played 77 games or 78 games. I told you, like we always said, it's not about playing the 82. It's about wanting to play the 82. Those guys really wanted to play every game. They tried to play every game. Now, those guys don't care about playing every game. They don't really want to play every game. So they've been afforded excuses and luxuries to miss a lot of these games.
Let's see really quick what MJ Fan for Life wants to say.
What's up, guys?
Yo,
Hello.
MJ Fan for Life, what up?
What's up? So, first of all, I want to do shout outs to 93 Zay, to Sports and Fitness Rants, to Angry Hoops and all the other guys, for other MJ fans who are speaking up against these LeBron fans. Because these LeBron fans are, I'm telling you, these LeBron fans are like, they don't care. They just don't care. Nope. You know, they really don't. And the other thing is, I think LeBron got what he got. I think he got what he earned, especially when he got Austin Reeves. You know, when they got Austin Reeves for a 4-year contract, took some of the money off LeBron for Austin Reeves. I think that was a reality check for LeBron. You know, this needed to happen. Only winning one title in 8 years is pretty bad, and winning 4 titles in 23 years is also pretty bad. I mean, Steph got the same amount of rings, but guess what? He did it in less years than LeBron did.
Yep.
So, you know, like, this is a reality check. So, you know, I just want to say that, you know. So, you know, I just want to say that, just bring it up to you guys. And also, shout out to Uncommon Sense. Say hi to Uncommon Sense for me. All right. I love his videos and what's his name? The guy on YouTube. I forgot his name. It's MB Research, MB Facts. The guy from MB Research, MB Facts. Yeah. Shout out to him too, because he's been doing a great job. Yeah. So, you know, I just want to leave it up to you guys and keep doing what you guys got to do. Okay.
Word.
Thank you, MJ Fan for Life. We appreciate it.
Yo, shout out to MJ Fan for Life.
I'm just nervous. That's all I said.
He brought up Steph Curry. And you know, I wanted to say something about Steph Curry earlier. You had brought up Steph Curry earlier too, and I wanted to say something. You know, you talked about Steph Curry taking heat. You know, like we talked about LeBron James and all the moves, and Kevin Durant and taking heat for recruiting Kevin Durant, and you know, we talked about the recruiting of players. The one thing that I want people to understand about Steph Curry, and we're talking about, and listen, I've said it myself. Yes, Steph Curry historically has to take heat for playing with Kevin Durant. You're going to take some heat for that historically when you're ranking you against the other players historically. But when we talk about Steph Curry and LeBron James and them stories, and we're talking about the era that they played in, make no mistake about it. In Steph Curry's mind, all he was doing was making things even with LeBron James, man. Because LeBron James, in fact, was playing on his super team on Cleveland. So in Steph Curry's mind, he's like, damn it, you want to stack up the odds against me? Then I'm going to go and get my man Kevin Durant here, and let's see what you're going to do about that. So in my opinion, that's Steph Curry's mindset, and that's how he sees it. Now, when you talk about Kevin Durant, the reason why it's a problem for Kevin Durant is we talk about that was supposed to be your rival, the guy that you were supposed to be trying to beat, not join. So basically what Steph Curry did was, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And he got Kevin Durant to beat LeBron James' super team.
Yeah, and we could spin in circles all day about how much
MJ Fan for Life.
I'll tell you one difference. At least Steph Curry's recruitment worked. Yeah, how many attempts at recruiting has LeBron attempted? and you don't remember them because they failed. And Siberia said, you know, failure doesn't absolve you from guilt. At least Steph Curry made it work. LeBron James has attempted time and time again to bring in some form of a super team, and it fails. Where's the Westbrook thing even going to fit into history? People are probably going to forget about it because LeBron has attempted so many different times. And again,
man, wait, that was a great point, though, man. Like you said, Steph Curry made it work, so that goes to his greatness. So even if you want to say he did the same thing as LeBron James, at least he made it work, my man. He made it work. You know what? Because Steph Curry can sacrifice. And remember, Steph Curry don't need the ball in his hands. He don't got to dribble the ball over the goddamn court. He don't need to take all these damn shots and take away from his teammates. He actually enhanced Kevin Durant. He enhanced everybody that come play with him. LeBron James makes everybody adjust their games where Steph Curry's like, don't worry, man, I got this. I'll make the adjustments for you because I'm that great.
Yeah. And he's not on podcasts complaining about MVPs he didn't get. LeBron does not have 4 championships. He has 3.25. I won't even give him that many, but thank you for pointing that out. Don't come. Just a rule of thumb. It's not me being mean. Just as a rule of thumb, don't say that LeBron James has 4 championships. He doesn't. Look. Steph Curry is 4. The meanest thing you can say is that he had Kevin Durant during 2 of them. Okay. LeBron James's, every single one of those is guilty of recruiting super players, but he has asterisks on top of that.
Yep.
The cheating, the rigging, the weird ejections, the getting bailed out by miracle shots, the shortened seasons championships. I mean, LeBron James has super teams and then all these other conspiracies on top of it.
Yep. Plus being a plus 500 at the free throw line.
Yeah.
Illegal screens, travels, carries. Like you said, this man's got the trifecta. And think about it. You still lost more than you won, you clown. How is that possible? That's why LeBron James will always be a clown. And that's why we laugh at your record in the finals, man.
All right, I gotta go, but we've got Gene. Let's see what Gene says really quick. Gene, don't be mad if it's short. What do you got to say, Gene?
So I know you said you got to go, but I got 2 things I want to touch on. I want to touch on the Anthony Edwards and the LaMelo backcourt. I think that'll be a better duo than Jordan and Pippen, if we being honest.
Say what?
Well, if we're being honest, it doesn't really bring anything.
Backcourt will be better than Jordan and Pippen. Michael Jordan is a fraud. If we be honest, I like Pippen better than Michael Jordan.
If we're being honest.
Yes, Gene. My man Gene came out here with the most nonsensical take. Hey, Gene, I tell you what. I dare you to make a video on that one because that to me, I would love to hear you break down the LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards versus Michael Jordan and Pippen. They haven't even played together yet. And understand, Jordan and Pippen's not a backcourt. All right, they're a duo. And I don't even know.
3 times in 10 seconds he had to do the "if we're being honest" line. Okay, I mean, LeBron James has taught us that means you're about to drop nonsense.
This man said that I like Pippen more than Jordan. And listen, that's great. I told you when I was growing up, there are a lot of people that like Scottie Pippen more than Michael Jordan, man. Scottie Pippen had his fans. All right, no one ever said that Scottie Pippen didn't have fans. People didn't know one like Scottie Pippen. So for you to say that you like Pippen more than Jordan, that's great. But that doesn't make him greater than Michael Jordan in any way. And again, when you're going to say Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball are a greater duo, let's just say a duo than Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, when they haven't even played a single minute together, come on, man. What defense are those guys playing versus Jordan and Pippen? I mean, the size of Jordan and Pippen alone versus those 2 guys, you're talking about lights out. You're locking them dudes up. Again, if we're playing under real basketball standards here, then LaMelo Ball's getting called for carry every single time he dribbles the ball, man. And I'm not knocking these guys. All right, again, I'm not saying that they're going to suck next year, None of that stuff. But the one thing I tell you right now, I said it, they're not going to win any games that are going to be meaningful unless they can change the way that they play. Because LaMelo Ball has still never played a single playoff game in his career. He's going into his 7th season. This man hasn't made the playoffs once.
Oh, come on. We're gonna Ant Edwards and LaMelo are gonna have 6 championships. Just watch. And I want to thank the third guitarist from Korn from calling in. That was great. And to be honest with you guys, we're out. Thank you, SNFR. That was great.
I guess you guys on the next one.